Hello guys of United Rock Nations. We are in amazing company with Sully of Godsmack. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you.
The show was fantastic.
Thank you.
How was your feeling?
Oh, we had a great time. This was one of the better ones that we did, on this run in Europe. Amazing crowd.
Yes, it's the second time you come here at the Hellfest. So how is your feeling about the fest, the Hellfest?
Yeah, I think it's a great festival, man. I love these kind of festivals in Europe anyways, because it's a real opportunity for the bands to experience different kinds of fans.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, it's an opportunity for the fans to experience different kind of music.
Exactly.
And that's what I've always believed, that music is a universal language. And
exactly.
These kind of events really bring everybody together, and I think they're special.
Batallas de los Tambores.
Sí.
Tell me more about the way it was born.
Well, it started back in the day. I've been a drummer my whole life, and I played on the first two Godsmack records.
Oh, yes.
When I was writing most of the music and stuff like that. But when Shannon joined the band, he's always been one of my idols as a drummer, and he's, to me, the best live drummer and drummer in general in the world.
He has a powerful.
He's amazing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? His playing is amazing. His performance is amazing, and I knew that I didn't have to worry about drumming anymore once he joined the band. And so, we were writing the third record, and we had both of our drum sets in the room. And whenever you put two drum sets and two drums in a room, you're gonna jam. And that's kind of how it was born. And from there, we've continued to evolve it over the years.
Yes.
And it's become a really special part of each show that we do.
Absolutely, with percussion also.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one thing that always separates us from every other band, because there's no rock band in the world that does what we do when it comes to the drum solo.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have some personal question for you.
Sure.
The first album you bought when you were young, the first vinyl or, I don't know, cassette or CD you bought when you were young?
Aerosmith Rocks.
Why this?
That was the first record I ever bought.
What is your feeling about this album?
Because, Aerosmith was a Boston band. I'm a Boston guy, and I grew up listening to their music. And when I finally got to the age of 13 or 14 years old and I bought my first album, that was the band that to me was bigger than life, and I wanted that album. So.
Great. Which album made you want to make music?
There was many records that made me want to make music. But I would say some of the most influential records that I had, that I quit school over and
you quit
jobs over.
You quit everything.
Everything was probably Rush.
Rush?
Being a drummer, I was hooked on albums like 2112,
yes.
Moving Pictures,
absolutely.
Exit Stage Left
yes.
was a big one for me. And I think between Led Zeppelin and Rush, they really became my drum instructors, and that's when I knew, that I was just kind of addicted to music. Yeah.
But you didn't imagine that one day you will play guitar instead of drums?
I didn't. But I will tell you that even when I was a drummer, back when I was young, I had a copy of Aerosmith Live Bootleg.
Yes.
And there was a picture of Joe Perry in there when he was young, with the hair in front of his face, the blonde streak, holding up a guitar in front of a stadium full of people. And I remember that picture. I said, I no longer wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be a rock star.
In the front.
Because he was the coolest looking guy I'd ever seen.
Which album you listened the most on your life?
Which album did I listen to the most my whole life?
Yes.
Probably Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd.
It's very far from the music you
it's
play.
Just an amazing body of work.
Really?
Amazing.
But why this?
Maybe one of the best records ever written.
This one, Pink Floyd?
I think so.
Yes. What is the most beautiful artwork?
On a record?
Yes.
Our first album. It's pretty beautiful.
Of course, for Godsmack and
yeah.
For another band.
Because it's a way of life. It's a culture. That picture that we found of that girl with the piercings
yes,
and the makeup and the hair.
Exactly.
It was just a piece of art for me. I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. There's a lot of records out there that have pretty incredible artwork. You know, Judas Priest and Iron Maiden were known for some great metal records.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Pink Floyd and Rush were known for some very artistic kind of records. So it's hard to say, but I think, you know, even Rush Hemispheres with that guy walking on a brain.
Yes.
All that stuff was kind of cool to me because it was such a mystery and a puzzle, and it was so artsy that you know, I love that. I love that you're bringing up how music used to be, because that was a whole experience. When you bought a record, you just didn't get one song off iTunes. You listened to the whole album front and back. You read every lyric. You looked at every picture.
It's different. Today is different.
Very important.
Today is different because we pick just one song.
Yeah, but people need to remember that, because that's the beauty of music, is experiencing the whole journey.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you had the possibility to play in another band, what would be this band? What could be this band?
Led Zeppelin and Rush.
You want to play if you had
If
the
I could play in
possibility?
another band, any band I wanted to, yeah, I would play in Led Zeppelin and I would play in Rush.
So Jimmy Page out of
No, I'd be the drummer.
Ah, the drummer. Okay, Joel Bonham is not here anymore, so
No, if I had to sing for another band, maybe it would be like Metallica.
yes.
I could probably sing James Hetfield really good.
How is the life on the road with Godsmack?
It's great. You know, the band's doing great. You know, we went through a lot of problems in the past, but we're over that now, and we really found our brotherhood again. And, you know, people are healthy and happy and taking care of ourselves and writing better music than we ever have. The audience is growing. You know, we're out here doing our work in Europe. We know that we're a little behind.
Exactly.
Because, you know, we had some problems in the past with our record label, and then whenever we tried to come here, we would just run into bad luck. We had a tour booked last fall, and then our guitar player, son, passed away. And it's like, it just seems like it's always against us trying to get here. But we made a commitment that no matter what, we're not going to complain. We're just going to come here and do the work, play the smaller venues, go on a little earlier in the festivals. But I promise you that we are coming back over and over again. And by next year, if not 2021, where you're going to see us headlining these festivals, if not going on very close to the last band.
The last time there was a tour, French tour planned, but it didn't work. So is there some possibilities to see you for a European tour
Yeah.
in clubs and not only in festivals?
Well, we're trying to get away from clubs, but we're trying to make
Well,
it so
or
we
big
can at
venues.
least do what we do in America anywhere in the world. That's the goal for Europe. France, Spain, UK, anywhere in Europe. We want to be able to get to a level where we can bring our production and show the European audiences what we do for real.
Yes,
on a
absolutely.
big stage with our
Absolutely.
production.
Yes.
That's the goal. And if that means we have to take some smaller steps to get there, then that's the work we've committed to doing. So, you know, I think it's all part of the plan, and I know we're coming back in March to do another European tour.
You're coming back in
and
March?
headline it. So hopefully France will be on that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
I don't see why it wouldn't be after doing this.
So is there some new songs? Are you working on a new album?
Not yet.
Nothing.
No, not yet.
You don't have plans
Not
to
yet.
create some new songs?
Next year we're going to start working that out, but right now we're just touring and trying to enjoy the moment.
Yes. So thank you very much, Sully,
Of course.
for all these informations.
Yeah.
The show was fantastic.
Thank you.
Very fantastic.
Yeah.
So we love a lot the Godsmack.
Hey, listen, we love France, man. We want to come back here. So all we want to do is just make sure the fans know that we're out. We're ready to come back, and send us your love over the internet, and we'll be there.